Oh.
Oh. Wait, did I hit record?
Ew, why am I such a freak right now?
I don't know.
I feel like I'm just learning to walk or something. Like, this is my first video I've ever recorded. I'm, like, getting stage fright. Is it playing now?
Yeah, it's like
your medicine.
Melissa is still...
It's so much more fun when I'm off the
It's the fans love it. I actually
love
have gotten rave
I
reviews. Yeah, Melissa's roommate doesn't love it.
Welcome back, girls and boys, and whatever you want to be today.
Welcome back to Hot Girl Kitchen. We love you all. No matter who you are. Unless you're like, never, I'm not going to say it. Yeah, because it can't be. So welcome back to Hot Girl Kitchen. I'm Matt.
I'm Melissa.
And as you know, because you're avid fans and you've all subscribed already, if you haven't yet done so, now's the time. We highly recommend, right this minute. But because you've already been subscribing and watching every single one of our videos avidly, on repeat, you already know that we have made salmon before. We made like an easy, quick foil packet salmon and it's like a healthy, great for meal prepping. But salmon to me is a very versatile fish. Like, you can use it for meal prepping, you can throw it on a salad. You can also make it kind of like a fine dining experience. And that is exactly what we're doing today. We are going to be serving salmon with the fine dining twist. So, you know, if you've cooked one of our methods already and you thought, like, this is the best thing I've ever made, like, I can't imagine making salmon ever any other way, making chicken any other way, making steak any other way, just know we have a few more tricks up our sleeve, okay? So, I just pulled out today's trick. We're making salmon with a honey glaze sauce. It's like a honey reduction. It's going to be quite delicious, quite impressive.
As everything we make is.
Period. And that's that. That's really all I can say.
What are our ingredients?
I'm sure they'd love to know. Obviously, you need some delicious, fresh salmon. For something of this magnitude, for like the fine dining experience, I like a thicker cut of the salmon. You're going to need some obviously olive oil, and then some spices. We are going to use the jerk chicken and fish, which is, to be more specific, it has some ginger, some ancho chili pepper, brown sugar, garlic, paprika, allspice, lemongrass, thyme, nutmeg, blah, blah, blah. You get the point. There's just a lot of deliciousness packaged in this bottle here. Some pasta sprinkle, which is sweet basil, Turkish oregano, thyme, and garlic. And then to know me is to know that I will be using Trinidad lemon garlic on everything, as you already know. And this is just salt, lemon peel, garlic, cloves, and ginger powder in case you need to DIY it at home. You're also going to need some minced garlic. And then for the sauce, all you need is your honey. Look at this cute little bear.
I think most of them come in a bear.
It's cute.
It is cute, even though bears are not cute in real life.
That's rude. I hope we don't have any bears tuning in.
Bears are literally the scary. I'm not afraid of sharks, really. I feel like bears are like, I'd be afraid if I crossed a shark, but like, I wouldn't say that's my biggest fear. I'd say bear is like my biggest fear as far as animals go.
Really? You're supposed to just stand still if you see a bear. It's similar to how our fans act when they see us in public because they're so shocked. They're like, celebrities, oh my god. They just stand still and like are motionless because they're
stunned.
They're stunned. Yeah. So, anyways, now that you've unfrozen yourself, you need the honey, you need a lemon. So we're going to use the lemon juice, and you're just going to use a little dash of water to like make it a little, to dilute it a bit. And that's all. This is a pretty
And some parsley.
And some parsley to top for like garnish. But this is a pretty simple recipe.
That's going to make a fabulous fish.
Yeah, not a lot going on here.
I guess we'll, as I like to say, jump right in.
So to jump right in, first you're just going to, I like to do a little dab of olive oil on top of our fish. So it really, like, it doesn't stick to the pan. Not that it would, because we're going to put olive oil in the pan as well. But I find that that makes the spices stick a little bit better. And as it cooks, it, like, seeps in and makes it, like, really juicy. Do you agree?
Mm-hmm. And if you didn't mention before, we are doing fillets with the skin still on.
Skin on. You don't have to. I mean, you can take it off. Like,
and season both sides.
And season both sides. It's not a huge deal. It's just not what we're doing at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm adding my seasonings. I did the jerk chicken. Now I'm going to do the pasta sprinkle. And I'm just going to do a nice generous helping of the lemon garlic because...
I think you could do a little more on that one.
I agree. I was trying not to get carried away, but it's like I can't help myself when it comes to Trinidad lemon garlic. So then you just pat your seasonings in to our nice, gorgeous, thick fillets.
Yeah, look at it bounce. That's a thick.
It's like when you smack my ass. This is what it looks like. A nice little bounce.
Can't really.
Not when you. That one stays still.
Mm.
It's hard to even locate the region to smack.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to make the sauce, as I mentioned. So you're just going to add a nice, generous amount of honey while this really takes its time to come out of the container here. Going to add a nice, generous amount into your bowl. I don't really measure this. Measurements just aren't something I do. Unless I'm baking. For baking, you do need to measure.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, cooking is all, it's an art. It's like, add a little more, take a little out, you know.
Even though anytime I don't have a measurement for you guys, he's the first one to
Well, I know some of our fans at home,
they do love it.
They like a measurement.
This is a lot.
This is a lot. Well, we want to be able to coat our pan, our cast iron skillet with it. The last thing you want is not enough. I mean, imagine that. And then you're going to squeeze, add your lemon juice. I'm just going to go ahead and squeeze the whole lemon. This does happen to be a nice juicy lemon. Love that.
We'll just...
throw it right in the sink. Oh, there's some seeds. That's okay. Worst things have happened. And then I'm going to add some freshly chopped. This is not chopped.
Grated, freshly grated.
Cracked. Fresh cracked black pepper. Then we're just going to mix this up, and we will see you over on the stove. So we have our cast iron skillet nice and sizzling here. I just touched it with my finger, and it's got a little tingle. So we're going to add our oil, just enough to cover the bottom of the pan. You don't need like anything insane. Don't forget, never like grab your handle of your cast iron skillet because it's hot AF. So we're going to coat the bottom of our pan. That's close enough because it's a little too heavy for me to pick up this direction. I'm like a little bit weak at the moment, weak in the knees because I'm hungry. And now that our olive oil, as you can see, it's heating up nicely on there. We're going to add our salmon on skin side down.
Ooh, we hear a sizzle.
Mm-hmm. And we're going to let that sizzle on there for about a minute with the skin down. And so actually, I was going to say I might set a timer, but I'm just looking at the clock, so that'll work enough. We're going to sizzle it skin side down for a minute, then flip it over and sizzle it for another minute with the salmon side down. So our salmon has been it was down for a minute with the skin side down, and now it's been cooking for a minute with the skin side up. So we're going to flip it back over. We're going to add a nice, generous helping of our minced garlic. And we're going to saute that a bit. Oh, wow. Look at that. That looks kind of like something I'm interested in eating. Oh my God, get that aroma. I wish you had smell-o-vision at home. I know I say that all the time, but it's really the truth. So now that our garlic has been sauteed a bit, it takes like 1 second in the cast iron skillet. We are going to add our honey mixture into the skillet. And we're gonna let that reduce. As you can see, it's bubbling a bit, so this is it reducing. And as it bubbles, it's going to like coat up into the salmon and get delicious. And once this is reduced, all I'm going to do is, so that's gonna, I estimate that to take like 2 minutes. I'm gonna take a spoonful of it and drizzle it on top of the salmon. I'm gonna broil it for about another minute so the top of the salmon gets a little bit crispy. Yager wants some salmon. It's really good for his coat.
Yep.
Yeah, thank God.
Alright, I'm
so let's
diving
go
right
ahead and dig in. This, I mean, I have to say, this looks like maybe the best thing I've cooked in a while.
Yeah.
Get out of here. That is literally, it's beyond.
Yeah.
I'm speechless. Look at how it's flaking. It's cooked so perfectly that it literally flaked when I took it off the skillet. Do you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Both of them flaked.
Oh, I'm getting a piece of our asparagus, which you already made.
If you didn't, I'm sure it's linked below. Mmm. Oh my God. It is juicy, it's tender, it's moist. Dare I say moist? But a little crispy because we broiled it.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
I can't think of a single negative thing to say. And if you make this at home for yourself, for your friends, your home girls, your homeboys,
Your fave.
your fave will be like, wow, I could never. Quite frankly, they will admit it. They won't even try.
They know better. They know better at this point.
Wow. Speechless. Perfectly cooked. Perfectly seasoned.
Mm-hmm.
You just get enough of that. Yeah, the honey glaze is fabulous, but it doesn't overwhelm.
It's perfect.
This is just, I might have to make this tomorrow for dinner. And then on the next day, and then the next day. Maybe lunch and breakfast, too.
Did you hear Yager? You definitely want some.
Yager definitely wants some. Salmon is good for dogs, for their coats. But, not my problem. Melissa can sacrifice some of her salmon because I definitely will be consuming this whole thing.
Sit.
Mmm.
Paw. Give me a kiss.
The best part is that the fans can't see Yager, so it looks like you're just like talking to like your imaginary friend.
And I might be.
Which, yeah, given your current behavior, that's something that they would suspect.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
On that note, don't forget to like and subscribe. Tag us when you make this dish because I know you want to.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, with any luck, someday you'll be this talented.
If you keep watching our vids, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Bye now.
Real hot girl shit.